Hi, my name is Marc Belaiche. I'm president of TorontoEntrepreneurs.ca. We're hosts of the Toronto Entrepreneurs Conference and Trade Show that happens regularly throughout the year, and it's also presented by TorontoJobs.ca. So thanks for watching. In today's video, I'm going to share with you just what my thoughts as to what business owners should be thinking about right now. Excuse me. March GDP has dropped by 9%. COVID-19 has impacted businesses left, right, and center. Some businesses have closed down. Some businesses are hanging by a thread. Some of them have not been impacted at all. In fact, if you think of Zoom, right now there's been a huge growth in their business. So not every business has been impacted either positively or negatively necessarily. So here are my tips on what business owners should be thinking about right now. Number one is preserve cash. If you're in a situation where your business is down, you have to you have to make efforts to preserve cash. And I'm going to share with you some things on how you can, some tips on what you can do to do that. One example is to defer payments. Any payments that are coming out from your credit card or automated payment from your bank account, you should talk to the organizations, companies, suppliers, and get them to stop or defer those charges. Negotiate as much as possible with any payments that are going on. Any suppliers, talk to them. Have a good frank conversation about your cash flow issues and tell them that you do want to pay them and you just won't be able to pay them this month or this week or whatever the case may be. Prioritize which companies and suppliers are the most important to your operations as a business. Next up is make sure to work with your customers and clients. They might be going through challenges themselves, so make sure to be flexible on your billing. Make sure to be flexible on your terms. Perhaps the terms that you had before don't really apply as much anymore, so be flexible with those, and your clients will appreciate that you are there. I feel that if you can do any good deeds and put it out there, make sure that it's public, make sure that your customers, make sure that people in the market know, because they will appreciate that. People will appreciate that moving forward, and they will know that you guys were through the thick and thin when it was really bad. Next point is keeping employees engaged. I know it might be difficult in this kind of market to keep employees engaged because of all the challenges that they may be personally going through, the fact that they might be working from home and so on, but try to stay in touch with them on a regular basis, at least once a day, like just check in, hey, how are things going? Number 8 point is it's time to roll up your sleeves. This is a time when entrepreneur, business owner, you really steps things up. So time to roll up your sleeves, be there, and just be aware that your employees are watching what you're doing as well, and they're reacting appropriately as well to what you're doing. Number 9 is set new goals for yourself. Obviously, what's been going on now has changed budgets, has changed goals, has changed plans. Some companies are hour by hour, day by day, week by week. So, revise those goals. Change what your forecast was and change it to a shorter term. I think you'll find that you'll be in a better position and you'll feel better about yourself because you've hit certain goals that you've set that are shorter in nature rather than longer term, quarterly or otherwise. Check out webinars. I mean, like this webinar that you're watching, there's so much stuff coming at us from Zoom, social media, YouTube. This is a great time to get educated and really be an expert in your industry. What's happening? And be that leader within your industry as well. Offer your products and services for free if you can, and try to get media promotion from it if you can. I mean, there's no shame in doing that. It is a good thing to do, but it's also one of those things where you can get some exposure for your own organization by doing that, and it's great that you're doing it. Obviously, anytime you can step up to do something free and some good, that's fantastic. As a business owner, you should make use of the wage subsidy. If you have employees, the government will cover up to 75% of your wages, weekly wages, up until I believe it's June 11th. So make sure to be aware of how that program works. There's also the Canada Emergency Business Account, where they will give you a loan for $40,000 and you have to repay $30,000 in a couple of years, and it's interest free. So take advantage of every opportunity that is being given at this point. Increase your marketing. especially use of visually online, social media, post updates as to what's happening in your organization, in your industry. A really good way of showing that you're a leader within the industry. I also talk to competitors. I want to know what other companies are doing. Maybe we can brainstorm something together. Maybe we can share some information. Maybe we can share some space. Whatever it is, it's a great time to connect with your competitors because they're probably feeling the pain as well. Stop low value work. Prioritize your work and focus on the stuff that's going to bring in cash and bring in connections and bring in content. Write articles as well. Great time to get content. The media loves, we get a lot of media attention. Media loves content that's either feel-good stories or something that a company's doing that is outside the box. So if you have something that's unique, make sure the media knows about it and write those articles. Think of what assets you have to sell. I was on a webinar last week and the person said, rethink about what your assets are. Maybe you had inventory that you were selling, but that's not selling right now. What assets do you have? Is there maybe some equipment that you can sell? Maybe there's some list that you have. Whatever it is, think of those assets and what you can sell. And then finally, just a few other points about, the business doesn't have any emotions. So don't be afraid to be the bad guy. I know it sounds tough and everybody wants to be good and everybody wants to be great with their employees and business and suppliers and everything else. But, your business is an entity and it has to continue as an entity. It may redirect, but it has to continue. So, no one benefits if your business goes out of business. So make sure to do the thing. So here's some ideas. So do whatever you need to do to keep the business going. Pivot the business in a different direction if you have to. Don't delay. I know people might say, well, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it next week. Don't delay. Now's the time to make it happen. Cut staff, cut hours, be honest with your staff about what's going on. Share, your sales numbers. Share how much sales have come down if necessary. Be honest with your staff, talk to your suppliers and lenders, not just suppliers, but lenders as well, the banks and so on, and be honest with them as to what's going on and what your plan is. And then finally, use any and all government programs available to you. There's some out there, just be aware as to what's going on. Go to Canada.ca and you'll find out all the programs and how they work and how to apply and everything else. So make sure you're aware of that because as the business leader, you're the one that should be aware of these things. So, now's the time to make the tough decisions as the president or CEO of your organization. This is when the rubber hits the road, and now's not the time to be a shrinking violet. A good expression is a leader knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. A leader knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. So, today's Monday. Make your plan, be decisive, make changes, and make decisions. So, thanks for watching. Again, my name is Marc Belaiche. I'm president of TorontoJobs.ca. You can check out our website at TorontoEntrepreneurs.ca. If you are looking for staff, temporary perhaps in the short term, our sister division, TorontoJobs.ca, can also help you. Feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn or give me a call if you want to chat about your business or how I might be able to help you. Again, my name is Marc Belaiche. It's M-A-R-C. Last name is B like Bob, E-L-A-I-C-H-E. And look forward to seeing you tomorrow right back here at this time. Thanks very much.